Costco sells a rotisserie chicken for $4.99. It has cost $4.99 since 2009, and Costco has never raised the price. In 2019, Costco built its own poultry farm in Nebraska at a cost of over $450 million, just to keep that price. They lose money on every single bird, so if Costco is willing to lose money on 60 to 70 million chickens a year, what is it actually selling? In fiscal year 2023, Costco reported $238 billion in total revenue. Its net income was roughly $6.3 billion, but the merchandise itself, the pallets of paper towels and the 5-pound bags of almonds, generated almost none of that profit. Costco's operating margin on retail goods runs around 2%. Grocery chains average around 4%. At 2%, Costco is practically a non-profit on the selling floor. The actual business is the card in your wallet. In 2023, Costco collected $4.6 billion in membership fees alone. That single line item covered nearly the entire net income of the company. Remove the membership fee, and Costco's retail operation barely breaks even. This is the most important thing to understand about Costco. It is not a retailer that charges a membership fee. It is a membership business that happens to run a retail store. To understand how Costco built this model, you have to go back to 1983 and one man with a very specific idea about what a store should do. Jim Sinegal did not invent the warehouse club. Sol Price did, with Price Club in 1976. Sinegal had worked for Price directly. He learned the model from the inside. In 1983, Sinegal and Jeff Brotman opened the first Costco in Seattle, Washington. The insight was radical for its time. Sell almost everything it cost. Charge members for the privilege of buying it. The fee turned the customer into a stakeholder. You paid up front. You needed it to be worth it. Sinegal enforced a rule that would define the company for decades. No item could be marked up more than 14% above cost. For comparison, a typical department store marks merchandise up 50 to 100%. Costco's board occasionally pushed back. Sinegal's answer was always the same. If I ever come in and say we should raise our markup to 15%, shoot me. That rule was not humility. It was strategy. By keeping margins artificially low, Costco made it nearly impossible for a traditional retailer to undercut them. A competitor selling at normal margins would have to operate at a loss to match Costco's shelf price. The margin cap was a moat. In 1993, Costco merged with Price Club to form Price Costco, briefly creating the largest warehouse retailer in the country. By 1997, the combined company had rebranded simply as Costco, and it had one clear competitor. Sam's Club, owned by Walmart, Sam's Club had more locations. Walmart's supply chain was the envy of the entire industry. Costco beat it anyway. The reason is the membership renewal rate. In 2023, Costco's U.S. membership renewal rate was 92.7%. That number is almost absurd. Gym memberships renew at around 40%. Streaming services hover around 70%. Nearly 19 out of 20 Costco members renew every single year. That loyalty was engineered deliberately through a concept Sinegal called the treasure hunt. Costco carries roughly 4,000 distinct products called SK Us. Walmart carries over 100,000. A standard supermarket around 30,000. Costco's edit is brutal. Only the single best product in each category makes the cut, and perhaps a third of those products rotate. They disappear without warning. A cashmere sweater appears in October. A Dyson fan shows up in July, gone in 6 weeks. Members learn quickly, if you see it, buy it. It will not be there next time. This manufactured scarcity drives average transaction sizes far higher than a traditional grocery trip. The treasure hunt also explains why Costco stores have almost no signage directing you anywhere. You are meant to wander. Every unplanned discovery is a potential purchase. Then there is Kirkland Signature. Kirkland launched in 1992 as a simple private label. It became something else entirely. By 2022, Kirkland Signature was generating over $59 billion in annual sales. That is more revenue than Nike generates globally. From a store brand, Kirkland olive oil, Kirkland vodka, Kirkland batteries, Kirkland dress shirts. Costco's Kirkland vodka is widely believed to be distilled by Grey Goose. Costco has never confirmed it. Kirkland olive oil earned multiple top rankings in blind taste tests against brands costing twice as much. The Kirkland strategy works because Costco's volume is simply too large to ignore. When Costco calls a supplier and places an order, it is rarely for thousands of units. It is for millions. And that volume gives Costco price leverage that no conventional retailer can replicate. Suppliers know the math. A Kirkland contract can fill an entire factory for a year. Costco uses that leverage to extract prices below what any brand name competitor pays. Then it passes the savings directly to the member, deepening the loyalty loop all over again. This is the full Costco flywheel. Members pay the fee funds operations, volume drives prices down, low prices renew memberships, every component reinforces every other component, and almost none of it required Costco to become an e-commerce giant, a tech platform, or a data company. While Amazon was reinventing the supply chain and Walmart was spending billions on digital transformation, Costco mostly kept doing what it had always done. In 2023, e-commerce represented just over 7% of Costco's total sales. Amazon's is closer to 40% of all U.S. e-commerce. Costco does not seem to care. The stock has not complained. Over the decade ending in 2024, Costco's share price rose over 600%. By early 2024, Costco's market capitalization crossed $300 billion. This from a company that sells giant containers of mayonnaise and $1.50 hot dogs. The hot dog, by the way, is another deliberate loss leader. It has cost $1.50 since 1985. When the Costco CEO suggested raising the price in 2008, Jim Sinegal reportedly told him, "Raise the price and I'll kill you." The price stayed. It will probably always stay. Because the $1.50 hot dog is not a hot dog. It is a reminder, every single visit, that Costco is on your side. Now the full picture comes into view. Here is why Costco actually wins. The membership fee is the actual business, not the merchandise. Razor-thin retail margins make it structurally impossible for a conventional retailer to undercut them on price. The treasure hunt keeps members coming back not out of necessity, but out of anticipation. Kirkland's Signature turns Costco's volume into a brand that competes directly with the products it shelves. And volume gives Costco supplier power that locks in pricing advantages no smaller competitor can access. All 5 of these forces compound each other. None of them works alone. Costco has faced serious pressure to change the model over the years. Wall Street has repeatedly pushed for higher margins. Analysts have argued the membership fee is underpriced. Costco has raised the fee only a handful of times in 40 years, always carefully and always modestly. In September 2024, Costco raised its Gold Star membership from $60 to $65 and its executive membership from $120 to $130. Members barely flinched. The renewal rate held above 90%. That resilience is the whole story. Costco's members are not customers in the traditional sense. They are subscribers to a philosophy that you deserve to pay less than the person without the card. That psychology is the actual product. The pallet of olive oil is just the proof, which brings us back to the rotisserie chicken. Costco built a $450 million chicken farm, runs at a loss on 60 million birds, and has held the price since 2009. Not because it's stupid, because every time you pick up that $4.99 chicken, you remember exactly why you pay for the membership. Costco does not sell you groceries. It sells you the belief that it is the only store in America actually trying to give you a fair deal. And as long as you believe that, you will hand them $65 every year with a 92% chance you do it again. Most companies spend billions trying to earn customer loyalty. Costco charges you $65 for the privilege of giving it to them. That is not retail. That is the best subscription business in the world, disguised as a warehouse.